Students, today we will study about matter around us, your first chapter. Okay, starting our lesson. The word matter has a very specific meaning in science. Matter has a specific meaning in science. Let us try to understand the concept of matter. You had read about metals, non-metals, synthetic and natural fibers, acids and bases in your previous classes. These are all examples of matters. All the things around us which exert in a variety of shape, size and texture are also examples of matter. The water we drink, our food, clothes and various things that we use in our day-to-day life, the air we breathe, even our body, etc. are examples of matter. Now we will see states of matter. In previous classes, you had learned that water can exist as a solid ice के form में, liquid as a gas, water vapor के form में. We say that solid, liquid and gas are three different states of matter. Water can be found in all these states. Yes. Now look carefully at different objects around you. You can classify them into one of the three states of matter. For example, you can say that wood and coal are solids and petroleum is a liquid. Milk is also a liquid like petrol, but the properties of milk and petrol are quite different from each other. Okay, we'll see the properties of solids, liquids and gases. Okay, shape and volume. You take any two solid objects, say a pen and a book. Okay, pen and book, and put them in different containers. You take two containers. You keep pen in one container, book in another container. Do you find any changes in their shape, ma? Any changes in the shape? Pen, if you keep in any container, is that occupying the total container? If you are keeping a book in a container, is that occupying a container? No. Pen is not changing its shape. Book is also not changing its shape. Its volume is also not changed. Its volume is also not changed. Okay. So what we understood from here? The solid objects will remain rigid with a definite shape, distinct boundaries and a fixed volume. This shows that solid objects have definite shape. And a fixed volume. Understood? Okay. Now we will see about liquids. Okay. To see the definite shape, whether liquids are having definite shape and definite volume, we will see. Okay, you collect different shaped containers having liquids of same volume. Like this, different containers you take. Okay. Take like this type of containers. Now you pour some liquids like water you pour. Okay. What is happening? Here it is taking this place, this shape. Here it is taking this shape. Here it is taking this shape. So we also need some liquids like water, oil and milk. You take milk and same pour in 3. And you take oil also and pour in these 3. What you can observe? You can observe that these liquids are occupying different shapes, right? So liquids can flow easily. Hence, they are also called fluids. What you can see from this above activity, ma? The shape of the liquid depends upon the shape of the container, right? Though liquid takes different shapes depending on the shape of the container, its volume remains constant. Here if you are taking 10 ml of water, here also 10 ml, here also 10 ml, here also 10 ml. Whether only the shape is changed but not volume. Volume is fixed. Okay. Volume is fixed. Is it understood? In solids, it is not changing its shape and not changing its volume. Whether as liquid, shape is changing. Shape is changing according to the container, but volume is fixed. Okay, you may find that. Now next, look into a dictionary of science to get its meaning. You may find that gases have no fixed shape like liquids. Gases also flow like liquids. Hence both gases and liquids are called fluids. Then what is the difference between gases and liquids? Here you see gases are also called as liquids. Okay, but what are the difference between how we can differentiate it, whether it is a gas or a liquid? We'll see in next class. For today's class, your homework is list out liquids and solids. What are called as liquids? What are called as solids? You list out this one. Okay. And another one is roughly you define what are solids and liquids in your own words. Okay. Thank you.